Hello, you. This is Marissa, your Placer County home whisperer. Okay, so what market are we in? Is it a buyer's market? Is it a seller's market? What is happening? Everyone's asking me that. My sellers are wondering that. My buyers are wondering that. People all over are wondering that. And everybody feels confused. Well, you're confused for good reason, because it is not a seller's market anymore, and it's not a buyer's market either quite yet. We're in that weird in between, that weird, let's say, limbo. You know, when you get a bad haircut and you're waiting for it to grow out, that's where we are. You know, when you're in puberty as a teenager and everything fits you weird, you look weird, your teeth look weird, that's where we are. You know, when you're in that relationship with someone and you're not quite sure, are we together? Are we not? Do I call you my girlfriend? Do I call you my boyfriend? That's where we are. That's where we are in the housing market right now. Reason being, it is not a seller's market anymore because our buyers are just simply not there. They are out there, but they are waiting. They're waiting for more opportunities. Instead of being frantic and running to those homes that pop up, they're taking their time. They're thinking about it. They're seeing if anything else will pop up. And then our sellers are also, they put their house on the market and a shift happened overnight, and now they're priced where they were before, and now we're seeing a lot of price adjustments, a lot more inventory on the market that is sitting, and so that gives the buyer some more options again. And so we have this weird thing happening. The reason it's not quite a buyer's market yet, though, is because we just don't simply have the inventory to support a true buyer's market. We have a healthy market, but we kind of have, I'm going to call it the big standoff right now. We have the sellers wanting to sell, and we have the buyers that are taking their time and maybe even just waiting, and decided to hold off on their pre-approval and see what else happens and see what the fall market brings. So if you're wondering what market we're in and you're confused, so is everyone else. We're not in either. We're in this market. It is not quite your seller market, and it's not quite your buyer market. So we'll see as that shifts. I wanted to talk a little bit about all the fears that are out there. We get a lot on media, which I have my opinions on the media, whether that's truth or not. I feel like we're watching Wikipedia maybe in action. Not always the truth, right? Some of the stuff that's put out there, I don't know if it's intended to scare or fear people, but it definitely plays off of that. Let's say that. So I just wanted to do a recap. I had an awesome lender, JJ Mack, thank you JJ, who gave this to our team meeting, and I just thought it was so important, so I wanted to share it with you. So housing bubble fears, nothing new. This is not new. In fact, October 2015, this is what was said: the housing today, a bubble larger than 2006. Had you waited, you would have lost money because those that purchased made 5.1% in appreciation. Still there. August 2016, we're in a housing bubble. Had you waited, you would have lost money. Those that bought made 5.4% in appreciation. So you're still making money. And this is what I wanted to stress to those. And we are fortunate in our county, Placer County, Nevada County, where we live, we are not losing money. It's still a good idea to buy. It's still a good idea to sell. If you're looking to buy or sell, it's still a good idea. Okay, November 2017, homeownership doesn't build wealth. Study finds. Well, that year, you made 6.1% in equity. So even better than the 2 years before. September 2018. It's better to rent than to buy in today's housing market. This is on media, guys. Those that did bought made 4.1%. Still not better to rent, right? Instead of throwing that money away. That's better than a really bad savings account. So you're still doing good, right? Let's see. July 2019, the housing market is about to shift in a bad way for buyers. Buyers that did buy still made 4%. Those that did not lost money. December 2019. Next year will be hard on the housing market, especially in these big cities. Do you know how much was made if a buyer purchased? 11% equity. So I think that's a pretty good return instead of renting and having to go towards nothing. 11%. Again, listening to media versus if it's time to buy, if you're ready to buy, if you're in a position to buy, you need to jump in. Waiting is never going to get you anywhere. Okay, jumping in gets you in the game. It might not be that house of your dream that you're envisioning, but it's going to give you a step into the door to get that house that you're dreaming of and that you're envisioning. Okay, July 2021, housing boom is over as new home sales fall to a pandemic low. Guess how much appreciation was made? 20%. 20%, people. That is fantastic return. Had you waited, and I did have buyers that were waiting and thought this was going to crash and this was the boom and all that, you would have lost $85,000. So I don't know where you're putting your money, if it's under your mattress or in a 2%, maybe even gasp, a 3% return. You're not going to make your $85,000. But what you are going to do if you're renting is you're going to give your $85,000 to your landlord and they're going to make that $85,000. So anyways, it was a fantastic information. I wanted to get it out there and I wanted to clear up what the heck market we're in. With all that being said, it is always a good time to sell. It is always a good time to buy. If you sell lower, you're going to buy lower. If you sell higher, you're going to buy higher. If it's your time, it's the right time. And I have to stress that. Interest rates, I know everybody's saying they're so high. They're really not high. They're not that high. But let's say 5%. You can buy your rate down. And here's the flip side to that. Are you going to be living in your home for 30 years to have that interest rate affect you negatively? Probably not. But if you are going to live in your home for 30 years, let's say the slim chance you do, you're going to refinance when rates get better. You're still making that equity. And that's what's important, that 20%, that $85,000 that you did not have before. So key points. Anyways, just wanted to put that out there. I have quite a large amount of buyers I'm working with right now, and they're all kind of shaky, and it's just what's happening in the market, which is why the market's where it's at right now. Nervous to do it, nervous to take the step. Well, what does this mean? And what is our economy going to be? Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody has a crystal ball. But what we do know is if you do buy, you do make equity, and it's a great savings account. All right, that's all. Talk to you soon. Bye.